10 after 5 in the morning and we're getting started. We had about 3 little rain showers over the course of the night. So the tent's a little wet, but I chamoised it down. And it cooled off a little bit because it got a little tiny bit of a breeze, which helped a lot. So we've cooked up breakfast and we're gonna get back to the AT, which is just about 50 yards that way, and start walking in the cool of the morning. It's not going to be 93 or 4 today. It's going to be 87, and then tomorrow 75. So that should help a lot. Much of the trail this morning has looked like this. We're in a thin cloud and a secondary cloud of mosquitoes. So it's been interesting. I'm accumulating some bites. It's not super bad yet. The rocks are slick because it rains, so you gotta be careful. Well, I realized I was on a high place with a little breeze and out of the bugs, and even though I was only an hour into the morning's hike, I thought a good morale boosting break would be good. So I have a little extra food left over since I had a sandwich at the Mohegan Center yesterday, so might as well eat well today, and especially while it's cool and you feel like eating, because once it gets hotter in the afternoon it's really hard to eat anything. And I got this crazy bird singing. Okay, so got to the highway back there, and I was thinking about popping into town to pick up some water because there just aren't any water sources worth a flip around here. So really lucky, ran into a water cache that also had a couple Gatorades left, so I'm Gatorated, and I've got 1.5 liters of water. And then I looked at campsites in the 20, 21, 22 mile range, and there just aren't any. So, sorry, I gotta go around a big blowdown here. So, I found a little hostel that they'll pick you up at Highway 23 called Mosey's Place. And they got bunks and showers and laundry, and they cook you breakfast. So that sounds like a good thing. So I called, made a reservation, and I'll be staying there tonight. So now we just gotta cover the ground. So there was a shelter up there on the summit, and 3 guys who hike a lot of weekends, and they come up there with trail magic. So they had a cold beer for me, and while I won't have 2, I will have 1, especially when it's this hot. And there was a jug of water there, so kind of replenished the water supply. We got 8.9 miles to go. And we need to be there by 5. It's about 12:40. So should be just about right. With a couple of water and snack stops. But yeah, the heat rash is really, it's in places you don't usually get it. Like my hamstrings are all lit up, they're on fire, and they're rubbing against the pants. And That's kind of tinder down there, so it's unpleasant. So I'm looking forward to getting cleaned up. And once I get there, I'm gonna re-examine the schedule and see if maybe now is the time to take a 0 day and skip one later when the weather's better. Okay, bear sighting number 4. A young one. He just ran down the hill. I tried to get the camera out. Don't know if I got any footage of him because he was hiding pretty good down there peeking out. But okay, I did get a New Jersey bear after all. He was kind enough at this little shelter to leave a container of potable water. So topped off again. I've been going through it, and we got another at least 5 miles to go. So it looks like we'll be picking our way down these rocks steeply for the last mile and a half. Long about the last 2 miles. There are 2 more steep descents and 2 more steep climbs. So I think since we're probably about 0.6 miles left, we're on our last descent. And the hostel hostess should be picking me up at the highway. The Serenity Shuttle has landed here at Mosey's Hostel. Trail mile 1340 for a 22-mile day and an extra day off the trail. Turns out that my clothes at some point were washed with Tide, and my skin reacted to it very badly, and it's red and swollen and sore. And a day off trail and rewashing the clothes of myself to get on the way to healing was necessary. So we're going to be here for a full recovery day and then back on trail. So thanks for hiking with me, and remember, we're doing the impossible. That makes us mighty.